If you guys want the fastest way to improve your aim, get some Control Freaks for cheap. Use code GOBLIN for 10% off and improve your aim today. Link in the description. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II gun stat comparison video. This is a very highly requested one. Two of the fastest firing guns in this game. Which one is actually better? Talking about different gun stats and also, you know, just personal opinion. We're talking about the M1928, aka the Thompson, aka the Tommy gun, versus the WAFFE 28. Both of these weapons fire super fast like the Vesper. Both of them have a crap ton of recoil, and we're going to be comparing them. So, if you guys could drop a like on this thing, 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome. I would really appreciate if you guys could all drop a like, and also let me know in the comment section down below which other weapons you guys want me to compare. I still have a few rifles to do, as well as I think this is it for the SMGs. Actually, this is my last episode because I compared the MP40 and the grease gun, and then I also compared the PPSH and the Type 100. All those are up on my channel already, so this is actually the last SMG episode as of right now, but this should be a good one. These are two weapons that are very, very similar, and it's really hard to tell which one is better because, you know, they're very similar. So, hope you guys, you know, will enjoy this, and let's get right into it. So, let's talk about the M1928 first of all. As you guys can see the gameplay for this up on the screen right now. You start with 30 bullets for this gun, and you have a 1.8 second reload time. That's pretty standard for SMGs, 30 bullets and 1.8 second reload time, and that is, of course, for your full reload. That is if you're reloading from absolutely no ammo in the bank. Of course, when you're reloading, you still have some ammo in there. Your reload time is going to be way faster than that. So that's just basically, you know, the full actual reload time. 1.8 seconds. As far as the damage on this, very, you know, basic for an SMG, 30 to 19 damage, which means it's going to take 4 to 6 shots on this thing. Very, very, you know, notable stuff. As far as the damage by range with this gun, basically what it has is it at 10 and 20 range is when you're going to be changing up how many bullets it takes to kill, and that is, you know, fairly good range for an SMG, to be honest. Of course, that doesn't really matter when a gun has quite a bit of recoil. The recoil on this gun is very much just straight up vertical, but it is a lot of recoil, and this is with it. I couldn't even imagine this gun without a grip. Both of these guns 100% need grips because of how fast they fire. And speaking of how fast they fire, this one fires at an 833 rounds per minute, which is pretty redonkulous, and you can definitely notice it when you put this thing on. The rate of fire is basically what makes that recoil shoot up so damn quickly into the sky, but of course that also is paired with a very, very fast time to kill because of that rate of fire and the decent, you know, it has about average damage, but the rate of fire is definitely above average on this gun. So as far as time to kill, basically at 3 different ranges the time to kills are going to be, and these are of a second. 0.22 of a second is the fastest you can kill someone, then 0.29 at around mid-range, and 0.36 at long range. But of course that is only if you hit every single shot, which is kind of a misleading statistic because that's your peak, the best, you know, your best time to kill if you hit every single shot. And of course, you're definitely not going to be doing that at long range. You probably won't even be able to do that at close range, but that's basically it for the M1928. As far as the recoil, I talked about it straight up vertical. As far as the iron sights with this one, I definitely think they are fairly decent. You know, they look very, you know, just clean. It just sticks out. You know, you can aim down sights and just aim right in that middle area. I basically spray and pray with this gun. I definitely do think the sights are nice, and I don't see really any reason to need a lens sight or a red dot on this gun. I'm not sure about many of the different variants. I know the M1928 Wilco is a variant that you get for free at level 6 social score, so a lot of people have that. Basically, if you just hang out in the headquarters, you can get that. Level 6 social score is not that hard to get. It just takes pure time to unlock that. And the Wilco variant, the sights are a tiny bit different, but they're pretty much the same, and that's what we have as far as the M1928. Now, let's talk about the stats for the WAFFE 28, aka the WAFFE. Both of these guns have 28 in their name. I just literally noticed that. This gun also is a very fast-firing one. So, let's talk about this one. You have 32 bullets instead of 30 with the WAFFE 28. Really makes no difference. Of course, that is without extended mags. When you get extended mags, you have this crazy thing on the side of your gun, and you end up with 48 bullets because that's just how extended mag works. As far as the reload time, 2-second maximum reload time. So, you know, 1.8 on the Thompson. Very, very similar. That's not going to really get you killed. Maybe 1 in every 500 games, like, maybe not that, 1 in 100 games, maybe like you killed once. Not a big difference right there. Damage is the exact same, 30 to 19, 4 to 6 shots to kill with this one. And as far as the range is a little bit worse with this one. Basically, how it changes at range is at 6 and 15 range is where you're going to be changing that amount of bullets to kill, and that's very different from the M1928, because that was 10 and 20 range. So the WAFFE 28 definitely has less range than that one. And also to do with this range is that this gun also is harder to control. The WAFFE 28 definitely has more recoil, not vertical recoil, but the thing is with this gun is that the recoil is very inconsistent. That's why people, technically the Thompson probably has more recoil, but it just shoots straight up in the sky. So all you do is aim at their groin area, their crotch, or somewhere around their waistband, and then the recoil will take you right up to that mid chest, easy kills. With the WAFFE 28, sometimes this gun looks like it has no recoil, but then sometimes it'll just shoot up to the right, or it's very, very inconsistent, the recoil on this gun. And once again, that is with grip as well. I run grip on both these things. As far as the how fast this gun fires, it is the fastest firing one, 1,000 RPM. Ridiculous. We talked about the 833 M1928. This one is 1,000, which means you're literally killing people instantly with this gun. Of course, the drawback is the recoil and how hard it is to control. 1,000, that's just stupid. Like, you can see how fast I'm melting people. It literally feels like hardcore sometimes at close range because of how fast it kills. And speaking of how fast it kills, this gun will kill at close range with that 4-shot range, which is only up to 6 range, so it's, not that much of a range, basically across the room from you. You'll kill at 0.18 of a second, mid-range 0.24 of a second, and long-range 0.30 of a second. So the time to kill is always faster on this gun than the M1928, but once again, that is the time to kill if you're hitting every single shot. So statistically, based off these two weapons, statistically, the WAFFE 28 is the better one, but that is, that comes with the drawback for the fact that it is a lot harder to hit people with at mid-range, and of course that is the main drawback of this thing. As far as the sights go, I like the sights for this one as well. Very similar to around the Type 100 ones. The gun pretty much look exactly the same as the Type 100, and statistically the WAFFE 28 is better. However, in my opinion, it all depends on what you're going to do, and that is because of how these weapons are controlled. So, in my opinion, at close range to, pretty much anywhere around that close range area, WAFFE 28, it doesn't get much better than that, other than a shotgun. This is the best gun in the game at close range, and that's why I find that there's one map that this gun really stands out on, and that is Point du Hoc. Here you can see me, I was just using this on the Forest map, because I was trying to get, this is before I got Diamond Camo, and I was absolutely going off with it, because there is a way, like even on a big map like this, and look, I'm getting some long shots, but it all is, based on sort of the inconsistency. On Point du Hoc, it is close range, but you also want to have a little bit of range, better than a shotgun, and that's the map that I find that this gun really, really stands out on, and it can honestly might even be the best gun on that map, the WAFFE 28. Now, as far as a gun that does better at range, definitely the M1928 over the WAFFE 28, because the fact is the recoil is more controllable with that one, and that's why I would take that one over the WAFFE 28 at range. But the fact is, if you want to pick a gun that you're going to use for range, you're not going to pick either of these weapons. You're going to pick, well, either a rifle or a Type 100 MP40, a weapon like that that's even more controllable with the recoil. So I think, honestly, compared to these two weapons, the WAFFE 28 is the one that you will be doing, is the better weapon. But the fact is that it's only good in certain situations. The Thompson has a more overall feel to it, but the fact is that overall it is only a certain amount of good on it, because other weapons have even that better feel overall. I definitely think both of these weapons are very fun to use, and of course you're gonna expect a lot of recoil, but the fact is when you melt someone so damn fast, and it just feels rewarding. Not rewarding, it just feels fun, like just destroying people at close range. And that's definitely, the hip fire on both these weapons is very strong, and both these weapons do great with an attachment setup, extended mag's grip. Pretty much you don't really have any options there because of how fast they fire. Even with 32 bullets, you run out of ammo literally instantly after one kill, maybe 2 kills, And of course, you're gonna have to spray and pray with these weapons because of the recoil, and then the grip will help you, deal with that recoil a little bit. If you do have a way to run a third attachment, I mean, you probably won't, because I would recommend airborne with both of these things, and primed isn't as good as it once was in its prime. So basically, those are the two attachments that I would stick to, and these weapons work best on Russian setup. So energetic, maybe gunslinger or something like that work very good. I think gunslinger is actually a very strong thing with these weapons, and of course, that's what I would say. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys could drop a like on this thing, I would really appreciate that. If we could go for 2,000 likes, that would be amazing. These guns are pretty much your fastest killing guns, other than the one-shot killing ones. So definitely give these guns a try, and let me know in the comment section down below which one you prefer. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, sub for a cookie, and don't looky, and that's about it, guys. I'm out. Peace.